The man had just climbed onto the train when he turned around and was shocked to find the carriage full of enemy soldiers. In the next second, the soldiers stood up and saluted him, mistaking him for their commanding officer. It turned out the man was wearing an enemy officer's uniform. Since there was no way to escape, he had no choice but to stay calm and begin inspecting the troops. Fortunately, he spoke some Japanese, which helped him maintain the illusion and keep the soldiers calm. But then, the real officer arrived at the door of the train car. The man quickly tried to walk away, but it was too late. The officer noticed the unfamiliar face and called out to him, demanding to know his name and which unit he belonged to. Unable to give a proper answer and realizing his cover was blown, the man ordered the soldiers to shut the door. As the officer turned to look, he swiftly subdued her. Only then did the soldiers realize he was an imposter, but no one dared to open fire just yet. The tension was high. Suddenly, someone burst through the door, knocking the man and the officer to the ground, causing everyone to freeze. Luckily, the intruder was one of the man's comrades, who immediately helped him escape. At the same time, another teammate had reached the front of the train, taken out the conductor, and taken control of the engine. Their plan was to drive the train to a targeted bridge and destroy it. Of course, the enemy wouldn't let them succeed so easily. The soldiers in the carriage opened fire at the door, and the sound of gunfire quickly drew reinforcements. As they discussed their next move, an enemy soldier climbed onto the roof, but the man quickly overpowered him. Soon, a fierce battle broke out on the moving train. One of the man's comrades saw enemy soldiers shooting from inside a carriage. He responded by sticking his rifle through the doorway and took one of them down with a single shot. But before he could fire again, more guns appeared from inside. Overwhelmed by the enemy's numbers, the man called for help. Together, they pushed a cannon toward the carriage. As the barrel entered the car, the enemy panicked. Trapped inside, they could only watch as a shell was fired into the carriage, wiping them out. They soon located the explosives they needed. The man and his teammates quickly transported the package out of the carriage. As the train approached its final destination, a large enemy force waited ahead. But then, the train unexpectedly came to a stop. When the enemies boarded to inspect it, they found no one inside. Confused about where the man had gone, they let their guard down just as a separate train engine came barreling toward them. In the end, the two trains collided on the bridge. The explosive charges detonated on impact, resulting in a massive explosion that destroyed the train and the bridge entirely.